Hello everyone, welcome to mifatech. Today in this section we are going to see an important machine learning library, that is Pandas. So it is an important data manipulation library most frequently used in machine learning. So these are the concepts we are going to cover in this section. First we are going to see what is a Pandas and what are the features of Pandas and what are the different operations we can perform using Pandas library and what are the different applications of Pandas. So let's start our discussion with what is Pandas. As I told, Pandas is a Python package or a Python library that which will provide us a fast, very flexible and expressive data structures. So Python, it is a Python package or a library that is Pandas, which will provide us some of the data structures which will help to like store data and do some manipulation operation and mathematical operation using those data structures. So mainly Pandas will provide us three different data structures, that is a series, a data frame and a panel. So as I told, Pandas is very easy and it is most powerful and flexible tool or a library so that we can use in machine learning applications. So it is mainly built on the top of Python programming language only. The main aim of this library or technique is nothing but we are going to building a block of doing some practical real world analysis. So we can use real world data to analyze very easily by using this library Pandas techniques. It will provide a lot of techniques which will help in our machine learning projects or data analysis. So let's see what are the main features of this Pandas. So as I told, Pandas mainly provides one of the important data structure is that is data frame object. Data frame, as I can tell, it is a which gives us data in a well mannered visual structure, like like rows and columns in the form of. So it will provide us data frame so that when we get the data frame, we can do a lot of data manipulation process and some mathematical operation using those data frames. And it also provides tools for reading and writing the data in a memory structures, or which we can read a different format of data like dots, that is CSV, comma separated values, so different Excel files or different types of formats of files also we can read from memory using this Pandas library. So the dead data we can align the data, so we can also handle the missing data using this Pandas library. We can also do reshaping of the data sets. So we can also easily access those data set using a label placed slicing or using indexing. So also we can create a subset of a data set using this Pandas. And also it provides one of the feature like a column. We can also add a new column or we can delete a column. So as I told, there are also some of the important features like we can split the data, again we can combine like joining and merging, and it will give us a very informative format for visualization purpose, also for data manipulation purpose. And it also gives us some series I told as like array, and it also provides in still lot of features and mathematical techniques also. So also it provides a data filtration process, so we can handle missing data and we can find the null values. So as I told, Pandas mainly provides three different types of data structure. The first one is the series, second one it will provide a data frame, third one is the panel. What is series? Series, as I told, it is an array, like a one dimensional array. It is a homogeneous, like we can store only like a one type of data only. Like if we store homogeneous means we can store only integer, means the entire series row contains only integer. If it's taken a floating data means only floating, like that. Second one is data frame. Data frame is a two dimensional, as I told, it is both rows and combination of rows and columns. So but it is not homogeneous. We can store a heterogeneous values, like we can store integer, floating, character values, all those in a using data frame. Well, panel is a three dimensional labeled size. It is also heterogeneous and it is mutable, but in both the data frame and panel is size mutable, means we can while doing dynamically we can change the size of those data frame, but a series we can't do like that. In series the size is immutable, means once the size is array size or series size is fixed, we cannot change it further. So let's see one by one. The first one is the series. Series, as I told, it is a one-dimensional array-like structure with a homogeneous data. So I have shown this series with an example. So the following example contains an integer collection of data, like these are the values I have stored integer collection data using series. This is how the series will look like. So second one is the data frame. How a data frame, as I told, it is a two-dimensional, you can call array as a combination of rows and columns, where we can store heterogeneous data and homogeneous data too. Like I have shown with an example, this is how a data frame look like. It will contain both rows and columns. So this is an example of a person whose age, gender and rating. So in the row, like rows we have values, in the columns we have different values, persons contributions. So this is how a data frame look like. So it will help us visualize the data in a very effective manner, data frame. So third one is the panel. As I told, it is a three-dimensional heterogeneous data structure. So we can store heterogeneous data here. So but in three-dimensional we cannot visualize graphically easily. So we can represent a panel also in the as a container of data frame. So let's see what are the different operations we can perform using this Pandas library. So let's see one by one. First, how to create an empty series. As I told, Pandas will provide us three different data structures. One is series, a data frame and a panel. Let's see how to create an empty series. So before creating an empty series, first we have to import a library. So after installing Pandas, that is pip install Pandas library in our terminal or in our system IDE, have to import that installed library. So import, we have to use this this command, that is import pandas as pd. So in this command line, import pandas as is the syntax. The pd is a user defined value, so you can take any values, as you can take your name or you can take as a k, p, any letters. So import pandas as pd, we generally will take pd because data that is pandas, so we'll take it as pd only. So to create an empty series, have to use this command, that is imported library, that is pd.series of. So this dot series of function we are going to use to create a series. So after creating a series, empty series, we are assigning it to s. So if you print this s value like variable, we are going to get a empty data series. So let's see how to create a series from a n-dimensional array. So as I told in the previous my NumPy library section, how we are going to use NumPy library to create n-dimensional array. So first we are importing both pandas as pd and NumPy as np. So first, using NumPy array, we are going to create a n-dimensional array. Here np.arrayof will create that array. So after creating array, using that array we are going to create a series using Pandas library. So pt.series of that array value, if we provide inside this bracket, it will create a series from this n-dimensional array. So if we print printers, it will give a series ABCD in a one-dimensional way, how I showed you how a series will look like. That is what output will get using this command. So we can also create a series in the first case. In this case, we created a series without passing the index values. But here we can also create the series by with the help of n-dimensional array with passing index. Like we can also pass manually in the coding index values also. So similarly, first we have to import the library, that is import pandas as pd, then import numpy as np. Then first we have to create an n-dimensional array using np.arrayof. Then after creating an array, we are using pd.series of this command to create a series using Pandas library. So here the first parameter is the data, what is the array we have given. In the second parameter, we have specified the index. We can also do without specifying the index, or we can do by specifying the index also. So here our index I have given as 100 to 103. If we print yes, we are going to get output by specifying index also. So how third, let's see how to create a series by a dictionary, or from a dictionary how we are going to create series. From dictionary also we can create a series by with specifying index and without specifying index also. Let's first see how to do without specifying the index or without passing the index manually. So first we have to import the library, that is import pandas as PD, then we are importing numpy as np, then by using this numpy library only we are creating a dictionary, that is a dictionary, that is data is equal to so using this what is flower brackets we can create a dictionary. So the dictionary contains key value pairs. So using this dictionary, if we pass this dictionary as a parameter to pd.series of command, so it is going to give us this series. So if we print, we'll get this data dictionary input as a series form. So this pandas library will create this dictionary using series by using dictionary. So we can create a series by using dictionary also by taking as input. So that can be done with index or without index. In the first case we saw how to do this without indexing. So in the same way, if we pass index in the next as a pd.series of data as a first parameter, in the second parameter if we pass index values, we can also create a series by passing index from a dictionary. So let's see how to create a series from a scalar value. Scalar means normal value, how to providing the numeric like 1, 2, 3 values, how to create that. For that first we have to import pandas library, then a numpy library. So as I told, both pandas and numpy library integrated with each other, so we can use both of them. Like first how to create a series, as I told pd.series of will create a series. Here I passed a scalar value 5 as a parameter. Here I specified with indexing. So if we print, we'll get output as 5. So up to now we saw how to create a series from an array, dictionary, or from a scalar with passing index or without passing index. So let's see how to access those stored values from a series. So we can access the data from the series with position also. Like first we have to import pandas as PD, then we created, that is s is equal to pd.series of by passing first parameter as I told like array, or you can see it is as a list by passing index. After passing the index, we can retrieve or we can access the stored values in the series by just mentioning the position of the element. If we want to access the first element of this series, that is 1, just we have to give that is print of that is series name s of, if we mention the inside the square bracket that position 0 value will going to get output as 1. Similarly, if you want to retrieve first 3 elements, when you want to retrieve all the 3 elements, that is 1, 2, 3, we have to give first starting is initially we can use slicing. Slicing is nothing but we have to use, if we use colon 3 means initially it will take from 0, let's say 3 minus 1 2, so 0 1 2, so this 1 2 3 will be printed if you to like run this code. So when we have to retrieve last 3 elements, we should use a minus 3. So starting from minus 3, like 1, as I told, the minus indexing start from here, like minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5. So it will give us from minus 5 minus 4 minus 3. So last 3 element will be printed. So how to, that I showed how to access using position number, so or indexing. How to access with using a label, like as I told, here we can create a series by passing the index values. So by passing these index values we can retrieve the, like when we want to retrieve a single element like first element, if we use just print s of a, we will get output as 1 because this indexing is belongs to this one. Similarly, when you want multiple elements, if you print s of like a c d, so all belongs to a 1, then c is 3, then d is 4, like this. So all the output will get by using these commands. So we can retrieve or access the data from a series using a label or by using indexing or position numbering. So let's see about a data frame. As I told, the second data structure provided by pandas is data frame. So So it is a two-dimensional, which is a combination of rows and columns. So how to create an empty data frame? As I told before, doing any tasks related to pandas, first we have to import the library. So for that we should import pandas as pd. Then to create a data frame, the command what we use is pd.dataframeof. So this will create as an empty data frame that we will assign it to df. If we print df, it will give an empty data frame. So to create a data frame, we should use data frame of like a command pd.dataframe. So let's see how to create data frame from list. So first we'll import a library, that is import pandas as pd. So here the list what, so if we just mention values inside a square bracket, it will give us a list in Python, as I told. So here after creating a data list, that name given for this is data. So by using this list, we are going to create a data frame using pandas. So pd.dataframe, if we pass parameter as a data, that is list, we are going to get a data frame by using this list. So here one more same as the list. Here one more example I have taken. Similarly, first we have to import the library. Here the list contains you can tell as a key value pairs the list contains. So after the here you can pass pd.dataframe first parameter as this list data. So here we can also do like indexing for the columns, like name. I can change the name of the name in the data frame first row. So here column names, first column name I have given as name, first second one is given as age. So and we print this data frame, we are going to get like name and age. In the name section we are going to get column Alex, Bob and Clark. In the age column we are going to get values 10, 12 and 13. So that will help us to see or visualize our data very in a convenient manner. So let's see how to create a data frame from a dictionary of arrays or a list. Like we can do this data frame also with passing index or without passing index. First we'll see how to do without passing index. First we have to import the library. After importing the library, we have to take a dictionary. So here the dictionary contains array inside it. So after creating the dictionary, we are passing that dictionary as a parameter for pd.dataframe. So the pd.dataframe of the parameter pass list will give us the data frame by the dictionary. So here the dictionary inside contains n-dimensional array. So but we are creating a data frame by using this dictionary. When we print this data frame, we are going to get a name in one column, again a age in one column, like a data frame visualization, two-dimensional rows and columns will get. Similarly, without passing, with passing also we can do the same manner. In this pd.dataframe, first parameter will pass as the data, second parameter we can pass as the index. In the index we can give any name like 1, 2, 3, or here we given as rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. So in the first column we will get rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. The second column will get names, the third column will get age values. So that will help us to see or visualize the data very convenient manner. So let's see how to create a data frame from list, as I told, or dictionary. Like without passing or with passing, we can do in both way. First we'll create a list of dictionary. It is nothing but here the data set what we taken data is, which is a list. Inside list we have dictionary. So how to convert this into data frame? Just by passing this list which contains dictionary as a parameter to the pd.dataframe of data. So if we print, we'll get output as in the form of a data frame. So we can also do indexing for this data. So pd.dataframe first parameter will pass that data. The next index we can give as first, second. If we print, first column will get first and second, then further column we are going to get a key value pairs. So this is how we are going to create data frame from a list which contains dictionary inside of it. So how to create a data frame from a dictionary of series? Here a dictionary which inside of it contains a series. So how to create that by using, how to convert this into a data frame by using a pandas library. So first we have to import the library. After importing a library, we have to create here we have created like a dictionary. Inside this we already inside that key value will taken as a 1, 2, 3. In the value we have internally used one more, that is pandas series. So again that will convert it into so to create a series, we know the command is pd.series of 1 to 3. Here values will get it as 1 to 3. So as also we mentioned the index for this series. Similar way we did this for 2 also. So this dictionary which contains a series of data, we are going to convert into data frame by using this command, that is pd.dataframe. Just if we pass the parameter that data dictionary as a d, if we print, it will give us in the form of a data frame. So next we will see what are the operation we can do on the column. So we have to first import the pandas as pd. So we can, as I told, we can access a single column by just mentioning their what you call name of that column. So here the same example as above, I have taken the dictionary which contains series inside. So then we converted that into a data frame. First just I want a first column data. So just if I want to print the data frame of first column, if you just mention the name of that, we can access the first column data. So column addition. So how to add 2 columns in a data frame, or any between addition we can perform in a single data frame. If we have many columns, so how to perform addition between those columns. So that can be done using this like this we can do. First we have to import a library, import pandas as pd. Then we have to create here same as the previous example I have taken. Here I created a dictionary which inside contains a series. So that we converted into data frame using pd.dataframe of d. First here I am adding a new column to an existing data frame object, which column label by passing new series. Like here I am, it already has 2 columns. How to add a new column? Like I told, we have here we have 1 to 2 columns. How to add a third column to it? So to add a one more column, we should use the data frame name, that is df of, have to give a name for that 3. So for that I am assigning pd.series of 10, 20, 30. This is the value with index this. I am passing one more series as a like next column, third column for this data frame. So if I print a data frame, I will get say 1, 2, 3, 3 columns in the data frame. So how adding a new column using existing column in a data frame? It's like how to add one more column by just using the values of existing columns in the data frame. Here same data frame name I have taken as a fourth column, df of 4. If I add both df of first column data and third column, that is df of 1 plus df of 3, after adding these 2 columns I am getting a new data that I am assigning it to fourth column. So if I print df in the fourth data, in the data frame I am going to get 4 columns of data. So this is how we can add a new column to a data frame, or we can perform addition of existing data columns and add it to a taken it as a new like column. So how to do the deletion of these columns? We can perform deletion using different functions. Let's see one by one. So for this we have taken the using previous data from only we will taken, then we are going to delete a column. First we will import a dictionary like Pandas library. After that here we created a dictionary. So in this that dictionary we convert it into data frame as I mentioned previously. So here data frame is here, after we can delete a column by using del function. That is how we are going to do, means just using del df of using del function, in which that is the data frame. The data frame in the first column have to delete, means should use del df of 1. If you want to delete a second column, means you can use del df of 2. So using this del function we can delete a particular column in a data frame. Then we can also use pop function to delete any column in a data frame. So just using data frame, then that is df dot pop of, if I mention as 2, means second column will be deleted. So if I print in the, we will get only 1, 3 and 4, we are not going to get to the second column, so that will be deleted. So using del function and pop function we can delete a particular column in a data frame. So how to do the row selection, or how to print any particular value from a row, or how to print a row values in our data frame. So first we can do that. First option is by selecting a label, or we can also do that by selecting integer locations. Let's see how to do that by selecting label. So first we have to import library, Then we'll create a dictionary by using curly braces. So inside that we have pd.series. So for key value pairs like values, we have taken series, that is pandas series as a values. So here inside the dictionary we are used series. So this dictionary we are going to convert into data frame by using pd.dataframe of t. Then in this have to have to get the second rows. So as I mentioned, index a b c d, here I want index b value. So how to get that? To get a particular value, we have to use print df.location loc. We have to use df.loc of b. If I mention the value present inside the b indexing value, we will get as a output. By using this df.loc of mentioning that label, we can get the output. So how to do that? By passing integer location. Means in the similar way, in the similar example, if we means instead of loc, if we use this command, that is printf df.iloc, that is integer location. The loc means just a location by using label. IOLC means integer location by passing integer value. If we mention 2 means 0, 1 to indexing will go. So third column values, third row values we can access at that position of particular value we can get by using df.iloc command. So how to do a slicing, row slicing? Slicing means in the entire data frame, if you want a particular like a subset or some amount of data, we can do that or extract that data by using slicing. So for that, first we have to import a library, that is import pandas as pd. Then here also same, we use the previous example, that is dictionary which has a series inside. That we converted into data frame by using pd.dataframe of d. That here I want values from 2 to 4, means it will get a data print of df of 2 to 4, means it will get us values from starting from 2 up to like 4, means 1 minus, it will take from 2 to 3. So in this integer location position, what are all the data or values present, we are going to get in this output. Then let's see how to addition of 2 rows. Let's see how to add, how we are going to add 2 rows. Means first we have to import pandas as pd. Then first we'll create a data frame. So manually you can create like pd.dataframe, just passing here I have passed a list, the column name I have mentioned, one more data frame I have created here, for that column name also I mentioned. So just by first we have to create one data frame, then just by using this command, that is df, that is data frame 1 dot append of df2. So when we have two different data frame, we can add those two data frame to make a one. To make that, or we can add it as a one single data frame. If you should use the df.append of function. So when we use the append of df2, so if we print df which contains both the values of this 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5, 6, 7, 8 in a single data frame. So let's see how to delete rows. So how we are going to delete a rows in a data frame? To do that, first we have to import the library. Then we are going to create a data frame first, then one more data frame. Here we created two data frame using pd.dataframe, or we mentioned column name as a comma b in both a section, but it has the different data. So then we added two data frame to make a single data frame. Then how to drop a label with 0? So just using this drop function, we are going to delete a rows. So if we use df.drop of 0, the indexing of a label with 0, the first column data of that indexing 0, that row data will be entirely deleted. So if we print, that row data will not be present in the output. So that is how by using df.drop of function we are going to get our output, or we are going to delete our rows. So that, as I told, pandas will provide us three type of data structure. So I have already mentioned series and data frame. I saw what are the different operations we can do in series and data frame. Let's see, the third one is the panel. So how to create a panel from three-dimensional? As I told, panel is a three-dimensional data structure. So let's see how to create the panel from three-dimensional array. So first we have to import pandas as pd, then we are going to import numpy as np. By using np.random of random, so this by passing three parameters, it is going to give three-dimensional random like array. So but by passing this array, three-dimensional random 3D array as a parameter to that is pd.panel. So by using this command pd.panel of function, we can create a panel. So for this pd.panel of, if we pass parameter a 3-dimensional array, it will give us, if we print that panel, we are going to get a panel of data which contains 3-dimensional array. So we can also create this panel from dictionary. That is, first we have to import pandas, then numpy library. After that, here we created a dictionary. After creating a dictionary, here our dictionary inside also has a data frame, that is pd.data frame. So the dictionary which contains data frame inside, so we can if we pass this as a parameter to the pd.panel of data, it is going to give us the panel. So if when we print, we are going to get a panel of data which contains data frame inside of. So as I told, we can visualize panel of data as a container of data frame. So let's see how to create an empty panel. So just to create an empty panel, first we have to import pandas library, that is import pandas as pd. Then we should just use a pd.panel of, without passing any parameter. If we assign it to any variable, if we print that variable, we are going to get an empty panel. So let's see how to select any data from panel. So we can select a data from panel using items. So using this function, we can access a data from panel. First we have to create a import library pandas as pd, then a numpy library, import numpy as np. Then we created a dictionary, that is data is equal to this, inside which has the data frame. Then from this dictionary we passed as a parameter to create panel of data, that is pd as panel of data, that assigned to p variable. So in this, if you want to print that particular item 1 or access that value, just if you want to use that panel name, that is print p of item 1, just mention the name of like key value of that dictionary, we are going to get the data belongs to that item. So we can also using major axis. So instead of the as I mentioned here, printf, you can use print p dot major underscore x of 1, means you are going to get item 1 values. So similarly, we can use minor axis. So these are the two different functions we can use to access data present inside a panel. So those are the different types of application I showed can be performed using pandas library. Still we have a lot of mathematical applications, just I show you only few for your understanding. So let's see what are the different applications, in which and all field we can use this pandas library. So as I told, it is a very vast, we can handle real-time data using this pandas, because it has provided 3 different type of data structures. So as I told, you can use this pandas in economic like field, you can use this in while in a recommendation system. So like these are the machine learning applications also. So to perform those machine learning applications, starting only we should do some pre-processing techniques, same like data manipulation technique. So to perform those data manipulation pre-processing procedures or apply any like algorithm, we should do some use mathematical techniques. So so the pandas will provide the required data formats or data structures and manipulation tools for this machine learning objects. So we can use in stock prediction and neuroscience, in statistics field, in advertising, in analytics, in using NLP, that is natural language processing, in handling a lot of numerous of data, in data science. So we can use this application pandas in all these fields, or we are already using this pandas in all these mentioned fields. So thank you for watching the video.